I'm going to say something and it's going to sound a bit judgy. And no, I'm not going to hold your hand. But if you're a fan of somebody like Chris Brown and you bought tickets to see him, I'm not even sorry. Because what do you mean, why are they only arresting him now when it happened in 2023? Because the warrant's still active. That's how law enforcement works. Did you think that you could inflict grievous bodily harm on somebody in 2023 and then leave the country, come back to the same country, and Crown Prosecution Services won't have anything to say about it? Do you not know how that works? Guys, I'm so sorry, but you can't be a Chris Brown fan and be this deluded. I'm so sorry. It's one thing if you've decided you have seen all of the violence, you've seen the multiple instances of violence stretching from Rihanna right the way through to now, because it's been multiple people. People like to come and lie and say, well, it's just Rihanna, or act as if Rihanna is the only victim of this man, when they know that this man has a violent pattern of behavior that stretches from Rihanna right the way to now. A bunch of us saw that documentary. A bunch of us have heard the stories. We have heard about Frank Ocean. That was almost 10 years ago now. We've heard about Karrueche. Those are the two, aside from Rihanna, the two most high-profile cases of Chris Brown being violent. You cannot see and hear and know all of this and then decide to get upset when law enforcement in a country where he did one such thing, where he terrorized one such person in another similar way, won't have anything to say about it. I'm sorry, but the delusion has gone too far at that point. What did you think? What did you think? Did you honestly think that Crown Prosecution Services won't have anything to say about grievous bodily harm? Did you genuinely think? Nah. But then of course you did. You bought Chris Brown tickets.
Chris Brown saying free Tory Lanez and now his ass is locked up in Manchester. Baby, that has to be karma. Now Chris fucked up. He allegedly attacked somebody with a bottle in 2023 in a club. And they got his ass on a warrant. Tory Lanez talking about Gavin Newsom, free me. Free me, because one bouncer said that he allegedly heard Kelsey say, I'm the one that did it. Baby, I need proof. We need to go to court. Like Megan's people said, the court found him guilty, okay? The court found him guilty. And now Chris' ass is sitting up in jail. Y'all gonna get enough of fucking with black women. I'm just saying, because karma is whooping y'all ass. DDG, restraining order. Tory Lanez, all over his body. I don't know, black men. This shit not looking good for y'all this week. Y'all not having a good week at all. Y'all better start loving on these women again.
I usually mind my business, but they done arrested Chris, bro. They done got Chris Brown, bro, over there in Europe. Every time that nigga go over there, they be fucking with him, bro. Last time he went to Europe on tour, they arrested him for something else. Like, goddamn. Chris, stop going over there. They don't fuck with you, bro. All I know is come August 30th, your ass better be in Atlanta, boy. I ain't playing with you, Chris, because you better get them lawyers down there and get this shit straightened the fuck out. Nobody bought these tickets for nothing, nigga. You crazy? Nigga, it's crazy. Damn, bro. I better be getting a report in the next 48 hours that you have been released. That's all I know. Christopher Maurice. I don't know why the fuck these people be trying to. Bruh, ain't no way you telling me.
But if it were OKC, Minnesota, I think this got 7 games series.
Oh my God, I got tickets to this nigga concert. He better be out of jail. I swear to God, he fit. Oh, hell nah.
So all of a sudden, a case from 2023 involving Chris Brown pops up after he say free Tory. Bruh, stop it, dawg. Y'all need to leave people alone, dawg. How y'all can't control who support who, dawg? The man clearly was innocent. You feel me? The man clearly was innocent, bro. We all support who we want to support, bro. Like, I don't understand. And then it's crazy because a lot of people pick and choose who they want to support and who not to support. So what's the difference? between Chris Brown. Oh, because y'all still trying to hold that over his head with that Rihanna stuff. Bro, this is so lame, bro. And I know it wasn't nothing but some women that did that, bro. Cause ain't no way, dog. Some bitter women. Leave that man alone, bro. He been making progress. He been staying out the way. He been doing this thing. He ain't been performing at certain events because it's attached to certain people and all of that. Man, he been making a way on his own, man. How y'all gonna get mad cause he supporting another black man, bruh? That's wild, man. This man, don't y'all know Tory Lanez almost lost his life? You feel me? He might have been in there because he wasn't supposed to be around a firearm, but it wasn't his firearm though. And how was he supposed to know? Even if he did know or if he didn't know, like we don't know. Know what I'm saying? Y'all up here, y'all ran off with a lie, and then y'all want to try to punish everybody that's like in cahoots with them. Know what I'm saying? That support them and all that. Brand, stop it, dog. Because I know a lot. I done seen a lot of weird people. I know a lot of people who done some weird foul stuff that nobody shouldn't even support it out. We all are imperfect. Y'all up here talking like y'all just perfect. Man, please. I'm pretty sure a lot of you females done put y'all hands on dudes, bro. Know what I'm saying? Because y'all was in y'all feelings about something. Know what I'm saying? See, that domestic violence stuff, know what I'm saying? A lot of women have their way with that. Know what I'm saying? Cause us men, it's a pride thing with us. We don't even want to put y'all in jail and all of that stuff, bro. We rather just move around. You feel me? And plus, it's a pride thing. We don't want to feel like there was a weak, a soft move. But I'm telling you this: do it to me, you gotta go. I'ma ruin your life. It is what it is. You feel me? Because I know you will ruin my life in a heartbeat. I'ma ruin your life. So yeah, so them little 401k job, you think you been working there for 15 years? Yeah, try me if you want to. You're gonna be working at Subway or Pizza Hut. Matter of fact, you're gonna be working at Luby's. Don't play with me, man. It's just crazy, man. Fellas, stay woke, bro. Stay safe. Protect yourself, man. Don't let these bitter women just mad at the world. Know what I'm saying? Everything ain't. They blaming everybody else for their internal problems. No, it don't even go like that. But man, shout out to Chris Brown, bro. Free Tory Lanez. Ain't nothing changed. It is what it is, man. Leave that dude alone.
Chris Brown has reportedly been arrested for a 2023 club incident. Listen, y'all, this is nasty work. So apparently in 2023, Chris Brown was at a club in England, and he got into it with a music producer and wound up hitting the music producer with a bottle and fleeing the scene before they got to arrest him. Well, he just went back to England and they didn't forget. So they was quick to arrest his ass. And my whole thing is, bro, that's Chris Brown's MO, man. I'm from New York, y'all. And there was this popping club called Greenhouse. It was popping. All the celebrities came to this club when they was in town. And one day, Chris Brown was in town and Drake was in town at the same time. And they both came to this club, Greenhouse, right? And it was a good night, you know what I'm saying? They both was in the building. And then it would have happened, a little dispute happened, and they started throwing bottles at each other. So this is MO. And the same day that happened, Greenhouse was closed down for good, man. So thank you, Chris Brown, for that. So that's his MO, bro. If you get into it with Chris Brown, get into him outside the club, because he's going to hit you.
The UK just locked up Chris Brown for their residuals. Huh? The UK just locked up Chris Brown for their residuals. Apparently out there in Manchester, a situation happened in 2023 where Chris Brown is saying his entourage, the person who it happened to, the young man, he's saying it was exactly from Chris Brown's hand, say that a Don Julio bottle was thrown and hit him in the head in 2023. Well, apparently, when Chris Brown got out there for his concert, they went on ahead and locked him up. Say, yeah, we're going to handle this while you out here because we might not see you again if you found out about it. Now, what do I think? I think you posted Free Tory and they said, get him up out of here. We didn't know he was rocking like that. Yeah, that's what I think happened. But hey, listen, hopefully Chris Brown be out quick. Hopefully he don't gotta miss none of his tour dates or nothing like that. Hopefully it's something that they can settle out of court. Man, Chris Breezy, just give him some money. If somebody threw something at him or you threw something at him, give him the bread. That's all they want any damn way, okay? Now, I don't know how many tour dates he has out there, but this is usually the time of the year where artists go overseas to start doing the concerts, the big ones out there that they have. This is the time that they see the world. Hopefully this doesn't disrupt his whole schedule and have him have to push stuff back. Oh God, just give him the money, brother. I'm here to bring y'all the news, man. But yep, Chris Breezy said free Tory and they booked his ass. I'm just a messenger.
Rihanna's ex-boyfriend was arrested earlier today in the UK, and he's currently being held on suspicion of being Chris Brown. Let me explain. Hello, my fam. It is Perez, the queen of all media, the original influencer, Anglophile, and this is different. The singer and dancer was busted by police after being ratted out by a British tabloid. He was detained at the Lowry Hotel in Manchester at around 2 a.m. UK time. He flew in to the area yesterday on a private jet. The Sun became aware of his presence in the UK and they alerted authorities. It seems like there was either a warrant that was outstanding for his arrest or some behind-the-scenes drama that the newspaper was working with an alleged victim with. He is being held right now on suspicion of causing grievous bodily harm to a music producer. This guy named Abby Dia, and it is an incident that happened back in February of 2023, not even in Manchester, at a club in London. Tape is the name of the venue. After being alerted by the Sun, Met police detectives traveled to Manchester from London and they arrested Brown earlier today. A spokesperson for the Met says he has been taken into custody where he remains. The arrest relates to an incident at a venue in Hanover Square on 19th of February 2023. The investigation is being led by detectives from the Central West Area Basic Command Unit. The music producer alleges that around 3 a.m. at that club back in 2023, Chris Brown launched an unprovoked attack on him. He claims that Rihanna's ex smashed him over the head with a bottle and then punched him and kicked him as he lay on the floor. The music producer was taken to the hospital after the attack and needed crutches to walk when he was discharged. Shocking. No. Very on brand for him. Remember not that long ago he got into a fight with Usher? Remember all the women that have come forward after Rihanna and made allegations against him? I do. So far, no official response from Team Breezy, but are you surprised by this latest development? I clearly am not. Thoughts? Let's discuss it all in the comments section.
Did y'all hear about Chris Brown, okay, been arrested? Because he didn't hit somebody in the head with a tequila bottle. Babe, let me just tell y'all this though. I bet you kind of money it was not Chris Brown's fault. I bet you kind of money it was somebody, a so-called supporter of a fan, that y'all be doing too much. All in them people personal space, jumping on stage, all the above. You know what I'm saying? Them celebrities already be having a whole lot on their plate. I don't want to be a celebrity. If God can say right now I can make it, I want some of their money, but all their problems they be having, but also it's showing us they just people with money, but they have problems just like us. But to me, they have way more problems than just a regular person like me and you. They be having a lot that they have to deal with. And then people will do something to them, you know what I'm saying, person will bag you up in the corner. Just because they know they are a celebrity, they know that that's a lawsuit. So they are targets. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know what happened with Chris Brown, but I just can't see that man just somewhere in a whole nother country starting some BS. You know what I'm saying? Just messing with somebody. I'm guaranteed somebody brought him out in that water. And guess what?
he gave them what they deserved. That's all I'm gonna say. So free Chris Brown. Free Chris Brown. I'm hoping and praying that he get out, because it's not good to go to jail in different countries. It's hard to get out. Hugs and love. Y'all be blessed, J-Lo.
Damn, y'all, the feds done got Chris Breezy. The feds in the UK done got Chris Breezy. I'm hearing this happen at 2 a.m., y'all. They said it was at a hotel. He was in UK. He landed in the UK for his 11/11 album tour. And they said shortly after that, when he was at that hotel, feds pulled up on him, was like, Chris Breezy, bring that ass here. Breezy thought it was breezy to go back to the UK. He thought the coast was clear. He like, yeah, I'm finna do my tour back in UK. And I guess he forgot the incident that they said happened in 2023. So they said Chris Brown allegedly attacked a music producer named Abe Diao. They said he hit him upside his head with a Don Julio, the Don. They said knock that nigga from dusk to dawn, like. And they said that boy Chris Breezy proceeded to A-Town stomp him. They said he was. Then after he stumped him, they said he was playing fucking kickball. And with all that, they said it resulted in serious injuries. That's what the dude said. So this happened February 19th, 2023 at a nightclub in London. Now, I don't know why Chris Breezy attacked him, but it had to be for a reason. He probably talked slick out his mouth. He probably said some reckless shit. And Chris Breezy put the beats on him. Literally. He had that man walk into the police station like he was Mowgli. So they said after the incident, the producer filed a lawsuit in October, y'all, of 2023. Why the hell you wait so long? Am I confused? Am I tripping? Like what? That's extortion. They say he was seeking $16 million from damages and trauma. So now he's arrested for suspicion of grievous and bodily harm from that incident, y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this down below in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button.
So you mean to tell me this morning Chris Brown was arrested in the UK? What is going on this week, okay? Y'all, I'm not having it. Open that cell, let that boy out of jail, let my husband out. Because, listen, this whole thing stems from an incident that they're saying allegedly happened in a nightclub. In 2023, they're alleging that Chris Brown had smashed a bottle over a producer's head and kicked and punched him. Y'all, I don't like, sometimes I be feeling like the industry be plotting against Chris Brown, because every single time he gets ready to do something that is big, major, the Breezy Bowl is coming up. Y'all already know how the world is going crazy for the Breezy Bowl. And I know it's about to be some people on here that hop in the comments and be like, y'all are protecting, saying all this stuff, Chris Brown this, Chris Brown that. If y'all don't like Chris Brown, answer me this. Why do his music go #1 when it drops? Who's listening to it? If y'all don't like Chris Brown, why them Breezy Bowl tickets sold out? Somebody please tell me. That's all I want to know. Y'all be lying and faking on the internet, acting like y'all don't love this man, when I know that y'all do, because the numbers don't lie. I'm just, oh my God. But every time he get ready to do something that's big, something happens. Like, I don't understand what's going on, because why wasn't this incident like reported for real back in 2023? We didn't hear nothing about this incident when it came out in 2023. Like, I'm over it. Allegedly, because y'all like to play.
I mean, to tell me Chris Brown gets arrested the next day after saying free Tory. So let's back it up, y'all. Yo, Chris Brown is arrested for knocking somebody upside the head with a Don Julio bottle. Now listen, this happened like in February of 2023. He was arrested with sometime in the wee hours for that crime that took place in 2023. Every bit of Chris was saying free Tory as if he was going to get him and free him out the jail. Now he in the jail. Y'all, this is crazy. So I just find it just to be a coincidence. Chris Brown was on there saying free Tory Lanez, let him out. let them through them cell walls. And the next day, not even 24 hours, they done locked Chris Brown up for something that happened in 2023. If y'all don't see this is a crooked world / y'all know what I mean. But hey, but TikTok, this is for entertainment purpose only. I'm only on here to bring awareness to my friends for educational purposes. Bye, y'all. Y'all let me know in the comments. Clock it.
I find it funny how Chris Brown get arrested after he was one of the only artists in the industry to yell free Tory Lanez, bro. Him and Tyga, right? I'm not saying that's the reason why he got arrested, but that's just a crazy coincidence, right? Nobody else in the industry screaming free Tory, none of that. Mind you, this man innocent and he just almost lost his... You don't see Meek Mill, who was somebody who was, justice system and all this. He bounced you back. He bounced you back when Drake clapped you out the game, bro. Why you ain't shouting him out? You don't see Kendrick Lamar saying nothing? Ain't he the woke man? Why he ain't saying nothing? Tory was about to expose this industry, bro. I'm telling you, if he would have got out of jail like, man, they lying on me, with all that energy, bro, it would have broke the Matrix, bro. Now, even if he do get out and when he finally speaking, you know, it's going to be different because he healing, he going through, he going to have to recover. But, bro, it ain't the same how it was gonna be if it would have just been unexpected, like Tory Lanez is innocent, The Matrix don't want that news. So they had to butcher, man, all I gotta say is it's weird how this man almost lost his life days after information revealed that he was innocent this entire time. He wasn't supposed to be in there. He wasn't supposed to be next to a lifer. Why is he next to lifers? This man don't got life. It wasn't even no proper evidence on that case.
Chris Brown, aka Chris Breezy, has been arrested in the UK. Now, from what we're hearing, this all went down at 2 a.m. inside of a Manchester hotel. It's all in connection with a 2023 alleged assault on a music producer. Brown flew into the UK to promote his 11/11 album. So I'm assuming Mr. Breezy over here thought it would be breezy and a breezy idea to head back to the UK. Now, he's being charged for an alleged assault. I say alleged assault, where he hit a music producer over the head with a tequila bottle. Sources also claim that Brown was kicking the individual while he was down on the ground. Brown was arrested after he landed in the UK and is being held right now on suspicion of grievous bodily injury. TMZ reached out to Brown's reps for a response. They got nothing on that. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments, and as always, I'd love to hear from you.
Right, story time. Chris Brown. What happened? 10 o'clock yesterday morning, got a message. Basically, it said Chris Brown is flying on a private jet to Manchester. He's going to be there about 6 o'clock. 5 o'clock? 5 o'clock, I think they said. 5 o'clock. He's landing and he's going to be arrested when he lands because he's wanted here for assault charges, or at least an investigation into assault. So I was like, right, okay. My van was in pieces because I was fitting a bad boy stereo system. So I had to quickly put it all back together, got on the road about 1 o'clock, and I actually got there about 5:30. Now, private jets at Manchester Airport land at somewhere called the Signature Suite, which is behind a barrier. You can't actually get to it. Well, they say you can't get to it. I spoke to the lovely person on the gate and they just let me in, so that was handy. Turns out, gift of the gab, beautiful face. In we go. So I parked in the car park. I saw his security turn up in various cars. So I was like, this has got to be right. I mean, I didn't know his security, but they look like the kind of people who would be looking after Chris Brown, if you get what I'm saying. So these very burly men have turned up. Black box vans, silver box vans, a big tour bus. Why is there a tour bus here? I mean, this could be another musical artist coming in. The plane was coming from LA, so I was like, that all sits right. I don't know if he lives in LA. I'm not a massive Chris Brown fan, but I'm sure he does live in LA. So anyway, the plane's come from LA. All these people come off. Geezer in a silly tracksuit. A couple of people who look like security. I think his girlfriend. Believe her name is Brown as well. That's weird. Or coincidence. Easy for the wedding, isn't it? They haven't got to change anything. They're not going to get married. So anyway, so they all come off the plane. The pilot asked for a selfie. I'm like, right, any time now, the police are going to pull up, screaming, handbrake up. Oi, Mr. Brown, you're under arrest. Nothing. No sign of police, nothing. I was like, well, it's wrong. Obviously, he's sorted out whatever he was, you know, been a naughty boy for. He's sorted out. My thought was that he'd come here early before the tour so he could get nicked, sort it out, and then when he comes back, he can perform without any drama. So anyway, they all come out of the private jet terminal. There's not really any pictures. I've got the pictures of them getting off the plane, which I've chucked up. I'm putting them as an overlay on this. So he gets into the tour bus. Anyway, there's only one place tour buses go and they sit, the Lowry Hotel. So I sort of jumped on the road and got in front and got to the Lowry because they're all sort of posturing along. So I got to the Lowry. 3 box vans pull up, all the cases, all the gubbins, everything he's brought with him. Because, I mean, when you're on a 110 grand flight, you don't leave anything at home. So all that goes into the hotel. And I'm like, well, he's here for a while. And he's on the tour bus, because obviously you sit on a tour bus for 7 miles and 22 minutes. That's the thing you do. So tour bus pulls round. He jumps off the tour bus. Bottle of Sprite in his hand with pink liquid in it. Don't know what that was. Pink gin and Sprite, maybe. And he went in. But he was like, he basically had his head down like this, because we were shooting from above. So he had his head down. So I was like, come on, son. So I was like, Chris! Like, it's only just down there, I'm like, Chris! Anyway, he wouldn't look round. So, being the comedy genius that I am, I went, Chris! Give us a smile before you get nicked! He didn't smile, but he did turn around and look up like that, which I've got the picture here. Yeah, anyway, so that was that done, and we left. Anyway, went to sell the pictures this morning and said to the son, look, why don't you give him a call? Why don't you try and firm this up? And yeah, so the Met Police confirmed it. They nicked him at 2 o'clock in the morning, and him in cuffs, and he's in a Manchester police station, answering questions about why a man got bottled a couple of years ago. So will he be performing? I don't know. Wait and see. I'll let you know when we see him come out of the police station.
So Chris Brown is arrested for smashing a tequila bottle over a music producer's head at a nightclub. And I'm about to read this New York Post article because it's going to get a little sticky. It says that Chris Brown is in trouble with the law once again. On Thursday, the singer was arrested at a 5-star hotel in Manchester, England, for allegedly attacking a music producer with a bottle at a nightclub, per The Sun. So the Run It singer, 36, was arrested at around 2 a.m. outside the Lowry Hotel for an incident that happened in February of 2023 at Tape Nightclub in Mayfair, London. And I will say this. He just got nominated for all those BET Awards. I don't know if that has anything to do in terms of timing, but my boy Chris. According to The Sun, the R&B star was held on suspicion of causing grievous bodily harm to music producer Abi Diao. I might be pronouncing that wrong. The Post reached out to Brown's lawyer for a comment, but the victim alleges that the rapper attacked him unprovoked, smashed him over the head with a bottle, and then punched him and kicked him. So the victim also told the outlet he hit him over the head 2 or 3 times, and his knee collapsed, resulting in him going to the hospital. So police told The Sun a 36-year-old man was arrested at a hotel in Manchester shortly after 2 a.m. In October 2023, the victim filed a lawsuit against Brown, claiming the loyal singer had assaulted him 8 months earlier. So we're definitely going to keep our eyes glued to the screen, and you tell me your thoughts in the comments.
Have you ever wondered, why does this man allegedly keep attacking people? Obviously, you heard that he allegedly attacked Rihanna. Not that long ago, he allegedly attacked Usher. And now he allegedly attacked a man in Manchester with a glass bottle. No plastic tin. Now, Jay-Z once said if he saw Chris Brown, he was going to beat him up on sight. And I wonder, is that what Chris Brown needs, or does he need a father figure to sit him down and say, son, there's something wrong. If you're violent with one man, well, maybe that man messed up. If you were beefing with another man, 2 men, maybe both of those men messed up. But how many beefs are you going to have that involves you using your fist or a weapon to solve your issues? You have issues, my boy. And If it were me, I'd send Chris Brown back to Nigeria for a year or two. Make him go to the village, fetch water. Have some have an auntie take care of him. When Chris Brown returns from Nigeria after a year, he won't get in fights anymore. He would be an extremely well-behaved individual. Now, what is wrong with his plan?
I need someone to explain to me how you go from this to this in the space of a few fucking hours. Physical abuse final boss saw that they were having fun on the playground and said, I would not be left out. Man's out here screaming, free Tory, when he should really be screaming, let me in with Tory, let me in with Tory, so that we really believe the shit that he's saying, because he obviously wants to go and meet his man in prison. And make sure him and Tory are in the same jail cell so they can finally consummate their marriage and we can hear word. Because we are tired. Just be sending them to jail. Just be sending them. Megan Thee Stallion said, schedule a conjugal visit. And this mumu said, I bet. At this point, it feels like it's a competition. It feels like so many black men are racing to that prison. So my question is, why is it always you people? Every day for the last 5 days, the violent tendencies of a black man has been exposed. Or exposed even more. Y'all don't think there's something fundamentally wrong somewhere? Maybe in the way we raise our men? Maybe in the way there are so many parents solidly behind their abusive kids. No accountability, no home training, just out here being violent for no reason. It's so funny because what they're arresting this one for is something that happened in 2023. The crimes are so much that they are bookmarking, and then when you come around, they will revisit it. Because the moment he just landed in the UK, chakam, they carried him. Made a note talk, say, person don't travel, go back America. Grabbed him. That's how I pray they keep grabbing you violent people. Because one thing for sure and two things for certain, if Chris Brown has 0 haters, I'm dead. And every single video that I've made about him, someone will come in the comment section talking about but I know where he's coming from. I don't know where he's coming from, babe, but I know exactly where he's going. And I pray he spends a couple of years there so that we can finally see road.
Chris Brown is shaking. One of Chris Brown's stalkers has now filed a lawsuit for defamation, saying that he portrayed her as a stalker, made people come after her, and also that he's using girls in his music video to copy her and do exactly what she does. This is Chris Brown's second stalker on record. There's a lot to this story, you guys. Let's talk about it. This is Angela Relaford. Here she is pictured with Chris Brown during one of his paid-for meet and greets. You can tell in his energy he looks very uncomfortable, but he's giving the customers what they paid for. Now, Chris Brown did not know that this lady was as crazy as she was. Her name online is Chris Brown's, with a Z, wife 777, and she put out a crazy message that Chris Brown actually reposted on his page along with her mugshot because she threatened the life of Chris Brown and his dancers.
I got the club crunk, but I'm just being myself. God damn, I'm not competing with you. I'm not trying to be a better dancer than you. Miss Professional Dancer who dances for Chris Brown and Beyonce. I haven't been in professional school. I'm not a backup dancer for a celebrity. I'm just fucking, this song is good. Let me get up and dance. And she want to get up and dance and she put a microphone to her ass. You can hear it clap. I'm like, bitch, you've been waiting for this moment? Like, she's a loser. They're fucking get on my nerve. I'm just like, I'm tired of this shit. I just snap. I'm so happy, boy. I see why people get guns and run up in a motherfucking dog. I kept looking at everybody. I was remembering everybody's face. Man, wait till I get my money right. I don't care what I gotta do. If I gotta join a gang, if I gotta do some mob shit, I don't care. Cause these niggas, I can say it, cause you get with the wrong crew, you don't go to jail. Shit, man, I gotta work for the government. Where can I legally kill? Cause I'm coming for you motherfuckers as soon as I can. Maybe 20 years from now, laugh, hee hee, ha ha. When I can finally fucking legally kill, or I can kill and my word is over your word and they don't believe me over you. I'm tired of this shit. What's up? Even like Bucko, Chris, I guess Chris security, whatever, and I saw a hoodie looking at me, whatever. I'm like, whatever, like, what's up? I don't give a fuck. Somebody bust a fucking move! You know what I mean? Bust a move! Bust a move! Y'all all this fucking psychological warfare, nigga. Bust a move. Show me how you really feel.
Crazy as kitty litter.
Darkest I was there to show support. I don't know what the fuck that was. So when he went, I was like, what the fuck is this? Buy shoes. Fuck shoot. I won't go to no more pop-ups. That's fine. Concerts only. Concerts only. I don't want to see Dean. I don't want to see no motherfuckers. Fuck y'all. It's fucking Dancer.
After posting that live and going through all the hullabaloo, now she's released a statement, and we're going to read it here today. 3 days ago, she said this: Chris, thank you. I saw the signs, the synchronicities, the winks. The girls in your video dressed like me, standing in the same spots I stood, wearing what I wore. The timing was too specific to be a coincidence. It felt like you were showing your love in your own way. But I didn't get it at first. I just recently went back and started really seeing it. I'm still confused, still overwhelmed, but I'm finally starting to understand, and now I wonder if other people picked up on it before I did. Maybe that's why I was met with so much jealousy, so much hate when I showed up in public. In the clubs, people recognized something I hadn't fully grasped yet, and I walked straight into the lion's den without even knowing. I stayed quiet because I didn't want to jump to conclusions. I didn't want to look crazy or delusional, but they called me that anyway. If those were your breadcrumbs, your ways of reaching out, I'm sorry I didn't catch on sooner. Maybe that was the most you could give. If so, thank you. I just wish there had been more protection, more clarity, more communication, something. I'm not chasing you. I'm just trying to understand what happened, because whatever this was, it changed everything. Hashtag Chris Brown. Hashtag Team Breezy. Now, in the video I showed you, you see how crazy she was talking? Do you know, guys, that was 9 months ago? Now, I knew Chris Brown had a stalker before, but I didn't know anything about this lady, this Angela Redford lady. I knew about the lady that hid out in his house, the first stalker that we knew about. This lady right here. And see, Chris Brown, he'll post you. He'll be like, this was them. This was stalking me. Y'all need to know who they are. And I know that she's suing for that, but he kind of has to do that for his own protection. Now, this says Chris Brown official from his page, back was first stalker. I get home and find this crazy individual in my house. She had broken the hinges off the doors, the strength. She found the time to cook herself several meals, and she wrote, I love you on the walls. She threw out my daughter's clothing as well as my dog's stuff, then had all these crazy voodoo things around my crib. So she's trying to do hoodoo on him. Goes to show you how crazy people are really crazy. And she painted her name on my cars. I love my fans, but this is some real life crazy. So, you know, that wasn't the lady now. This is a new branded trans woman. Now, Miss Angela, cut it out now. We done all had a celebrity crush or two now. It's getting out of hand with this behavior. Cut it out before they really lock you up and throw away the key. And don't threaten no more people, especially not on camera.
Chris Brown is due to appear in court in Manchester, charged with grievous bodily harm with intent over an alleged bottle attack at a London nightclub 2 years ago. The American singer and songwriter was arrested at a hotel in Manchester yesterday by Metropolitan Police officers. The incident is alleged to have happened at a nightclub in Mayfair in February 2023.